Okay, number 1. So P is 12t plus 13, where P and T are very well defined. Part A, they ask what is the slope and what's the meaning of the slope. So usually for the equation of the line y equal to ax plus b, what is the slope here? It should be the coefficient in front of your x, or say independent variable. So in this case, a is the slope. For our case, we do not use x and y. We use t and p instead. So again, the slope should be the coefficient in front of independent variable t, which is 12. So slope is 12. What's the meaning of the slope? For y equal to ax plus b, the meaning should be the change in y for a unit change in x. In this case, it should be the change in p for a unit change in t. And we know that it's 12, which is positive. So that means this change is actually an increase. So that will be increase in what P is. P, if you look at the question, it is a gross profit for this company. So that's 12, which the slope is increasing gross profit for a unit change in T. So what is T here? T is the years since 2000. So that means a unit change in T is just a year change, or say per year, yearly. Okay, let's put that into a sentence. So the slope meaning is ExxonMobil's profit increases 12 billions. So again, you have to add the units for your P here. So if you look at P, it's in billion of dollars. So you have to add billions here. Yearly, that's coming from a year change. So that's the meaning of the slope. Part B, they want the p-intercept and the meaning. So usually if we have y equal to ax plus b, what is the y-intercept? We will set x equal to 0. So this ax term is gone. What is left is y equal to b. So x equal to 0, y equal to b. So 0, comma b is the y-intercept. In this case, the p-intercept, very similarly, first coordinate will be 0, second coordinate will be 13, which is the constant term shown here. So what is the meaning of this intercept? So usually the meaning of y-intercept will be when x equal to 0, y equal to b. So in this case, when t equal to 0, p equal to 13. Then let's look at each part. So for t equal to 0, what is t? T is the years since 2000. So basically 0 years since 2000. That's year 2000. So that's where in the year 2000 is coming from. Then P equal to 13. P is the gross profit for this company. So that means this profit will be $13 billion. Again, you have to add the units here. So this is a very good sentence for t equal to 0, p equal to 13. So that's the meaning of the p-intercept. Second question, very similar. A equal to 4.02 times t plus 25.8. Again, you want the slope. You know that the slope will be the coefficient in front of your t. So the slope is 4.02. The meaning of the slope, so that's basically the change in A for a unit change in t. So again, 4.02 is positive. That means it is an increase. So increase in A, which is, if you look at the question, that's annual amount of public expenditure on medical research. So you can put it here, annual public expenditure on medical research. Then let's keep going for unit change in T. T is very similar at the previous question. So that's basically for a year change, or say yearly. Then let's put that into a very good sentence. So that's annual public expenditure on medical research, that's basically your A, increases. $4.02 billion, again, you need to add your units here. And this yearly is basically for a year change. Then part B, what is the A-intercept? Again, A-intercept is first coordinate equal to 0, second coordinate is whatever the constant term is, 25.8. And its meaning is coming from when t equal to 0, A equal to 25.8. Then let's look at each part. So t equal to 0. T is the years since 2000. So 0 years since 2000. That's basically in the year 2000. So that's this part. Then A, we know it's the annual amount of public expenditure. So we put it here. This amount is $25.8 billion. Again, you need to add the unit here for A. Okay, number 3 is about quadratic function. And they have a lot of parts. So for part A, they want to ask, is the graph open up or down? As a quadratic function, here is its vertex form, which is very similar to the ones given in the question. So again, y and x are variables, and a, h, and k are usually given as numbers. So how to say whether this quadratic function open up or down? This will be told by the a. If a is positive, the graph opens up, and if a is negative, the graph opens down. So in this case, a will be 2. As shown here, a is 2, which is positive, so the graph opens up. For the vertex of the quadratic function, if still given in this format, it will be h, k. Someone may get confused for this x equal to minus h or h, so let's just calculate from the very beginning. How to get the vertex point, x. So first, you want to set this bracket equal to 0. So this bracket is x minus 3. Set that equal to 0. So x will be 3. So you get the x coordinate. Then you plug in to get the y coordinate. So f of x equal to 3 will be the first term here, whatever squared, because it's 0, so the whole term will be 0. So 0 minus 4. 0 minus 4, which is negative 4. So that's the y coordinate. You get the vertex 3, minus 4. That's part B. For the part C, equation of the axis of symmetry. So for the axis of symmetry will be the line that going through your vertex, and that is vertical. So that will be x equal to this x coordinate, which is 3. So that's the axis of symmetry. So here are the DEF part. I put the function here, so we can look at that. So for part B, what is the point of the vertical intercept? For the vertical intercept, x coordinate is 0. So we will set x equal to 0 and plug into your function. So f of 0 will be 2 times x equal to 0, so 0 minus 3 together squared, minus 4. So inside the bracket will be minus 3. Minus 3 squared is 9. So 2 times 9 minus 4, which is 18 minus 4, it is 14. So the vertical intercept will be x coordinate 0, y coordinate 14. So that's part D. So part E is asking, what is the symmetric point of the vertical intercept? For this part, you need to really draw the picture first. So first, we know what we already know. The parabola opens up, and the the vertex is 3, -4, which is here. And the y-intercept is 0, 14. So it has a shape like this blue line, okay? And here right in the middle is the axis of symmetry. So this line is axis of symmetry, x equal to 3. That is what we know up to now. And then what they want is the symmetric point of this vertical intercept. So if you draw a horizontal line here, it will be exactly this point at this right side. Then how to get its coordinate? First, let's see how to get the x coordinate of this point. So from this vertical intercept all the way to this vertical, the axis of symmetry, this vertical line here, because this has a coordinate 0, and this is a line x equal to 3, so you have to go horizontally 1, 2, 3 units. And in order to get the symmetric point of your vertical intercept, you have to keep going another 3 units. So 1, 2, 3. So that this point and the original point, they are symmetric. So for this point here, the x coordinate will be all the way from here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the x coordinate for this point will be 6. So that's how you get the first coordinate. For the y coordinate, because this point has the same height as the original point, so this point and the original point should have the same y coordinate, which is 14. So that's how you get part E. Then for part F, what is the domain and the range? For the domain, if you look at this blue line, it goes anywhere to the left, to the right. So for the x coordinate, it can be everything. So basically that's -infinity all the way to infinity. That's the domain. And for the range, we know that this parabola opens up. So it has a minimum point, which has a height of -4. So that's the minimum y value. And all the y values above that will be possible. So that's -4 all the way up to infinity. Be careful, this -4 has a square bracket. Why is that? Because this -4 could be achieved at this vertex point. And all the other bracket, if you look at here, are round bracket, because infinity or -infinity, they are not some number, so it cannot be actually reached. So that's part E.